everyone, this is Ahmed Dawn. Today I'll talk about why money bills are outdated and you should stop using them immediately. So this video is going to be in three parts. The first part, I'll give you the history of money bills a little bit because you need to know why or how money bills started. And then the second part, I'm going to give you a brief rundown of the disadvantages of money bills. And in the third part, I'll give you alternate options, what you should do instead of using money bills. So in the past, decades ago, everything was paid in cash. So whether you're paying airfare or hotels or travel or tours or anything, there's no credit cards, no bank cards, debit cards, PayPal or electronic payment on your phone, no nothing. So that's where the idea of money bills came from. So you're supposed to stack all your cash in a money bill or money bag, something like this, and then you just stack it with your tummy. And then whenever you need to pay someone, you just take out money from here and pay them. This is an outdated and old concept, and it doesn't apply these days anymore because now everything is credit cards and you don't use cash anymore, except pay a little bit here and there. You're not going to pay cash to your hotel, to your airlines, or to your travel, or to anything, and even they wouldn't take cash most of the time. So the money bill doesn't apply these days anymore. But for sure, some people would stick to the old concept and they just do not want to update and hold on to the past and is still using money bills. Because, but everything is electronic now, so money bill has become obsolete and a thing of the past. So now I'm just going to give you some disadvantage of using money bills, and I have actually a card here too, so I don't forget the main points. The first one, I just mentioned that money bills are old school and ridiculous. So basically, whenever you're using or wearing money bills, it just look ridiculous, and then it tells people right away that it's outdated and you're old school. So this is something you shouldn't be using these days at all. The second point I have is that money bills are the opposite of inconspicuous. So the idea of money bill is to being secretive or is to hide everything, but actually it doesn't serve the purpose, because this is totally the opposite of inconspicuous. Because whenever you are having wearing money belt and you're just taking out money and paying here and there, that's what people are going to look at first time. So this is not really protecting you. It's kind of like making you more vulnerable. So this is not, it doesn't serve the purpose, the purpose it wants to serve. So for that reason, this is not valid. Another thing we don't think about is that money bills are sweaty and dirty. So what happens is sticking to your skin with your belly, and it's sweating. Or even if you're wearing some over undergarment or anything, still it's attaching your body, and it's made of fabric, so it's attaching all the dust, dirt, sweat and everything. So it gets very dirty and bad looking, and then that's not really hygienic. So that's another point that money bills, you shouldn't be using them. Now the next point I have is that money bills advertise you have cash and make you a target for theft or robbery. Now whenever you're using a money bill, you're just exposing yourself, and you're telling the thieves or robbers to come to you and steal from you or rob you, because it's kind of an invitation to the thieves and robbers. So it doesn't serve you the purpose that this is protecting you. And although you think that this is hidden under your t-shirt or polo shirt or any kind of female clothing, but people who want to take this away from you, or who want to steal from you, they know right away the people, whoever wearing is money belt or not. So definitely this makes you more target for theft or robbery. The next point is money bills immediately mark you as a tourist, and it tells you that you're not a savvy tourist. You have to expose all of your cash just to get a little. So another reason is that money bills shouldn't be owned. The robbers or thieves, they know right away that you're not a savvy tourist and you're just hiding your money and taking out everything. So it's they're looking for actually that type of target, the people who are using money bill to rob, because it's kind of easy to take it out and run away. And also they know that you have a large sum of cash in your money bills. So for that reason, this doesn't serve the purpose to protect yourself. Now another point we don't think about it, but which is true, that money bills are insult to the country you're visiting. It's kind of because, like, it's like you're telling everyone that, I don't trust this country and everyone is thief here. So it's very disrespectful to the country you are visiting. So for this reason, you don't want to, like, give locals an idea that, you don't trust their country, or their country is not something you can go out without hiding your money. Now, these are the main points, but there are, like, many other points, but I just go through some of the most important one. Now I'm going to tell you what to use instead of money bills. Diversification is the key when you're traveling and carrying your money and credit cards or any other cards. So what I suggest, that never put your money in one place, whether you're carrying a backpack or carry-on or a sling bag or waist bag or anything. So I have a few bags here like this. For example, this is a day pack, and this is a waist bag, which also can be worn as a sling bag, and this is a shoulder bag. So all these have security features. You cannot cut them. They're slash proof. There's steel netting inside it, so if thieves cut it, they cannot actually really cut it, because there's a steel in here. And then these belts, they look very normal, but actually they're not. There's a steel inside it, and then if they cut it, it's not going to be cut, because there's on both sides it has a steel kind of a rope or some sort of steel wiring. So if you cut it, it's not going to easy to just cut and run away. And same thing here. All of these are has security features. But whether you don't use any, whether you use or you don't use any security anti-theft bags like this, my recommendation would be is to don't put your money or credit cards together. So usually keep something in your hotel or Airbnb, in your safety deposit box, or in your luggage locked. Keep some cash and one credit card, and then with you keep some other cash and another credit card or another bank card. Now if you're out with usually two bags, then just also divide it among two bags. Don't put it in one bag. Keep some cash in one bag and some cash in other bag, and also divide the cards. Now let's say if you're out for a day tour just with only one bag like this, or only one day tour bag like this, then just hide something here, the credit card and cash. But for your everyday use, keep some cash extra in your pocket, so that way you don't have to take it out from a bag like this every time. So what you do, you just take out a little money and put it in your front pocket, and then whenever you need it, you just pay it from there. And let's say the pickpocket takes that money away from you, or if the if you lose that money, you should be still okay, because it's a very little amount, just for covering expenses for the day. So that's the key. Always diversify and try to use the anti-theft bags. But if you don't, then still you are you should be dividing your money and credit cards for security. So in case you lose one set, you have other set to make you through the travel. So for the next travel tips and tricks video, I'm going to put a link on the screen, and I'll see you in the next video.